fall asleep.
This is episode 3 of Dark. Do we remember where we left off?
No.
I don't remember what happened.
Oh.
I think we realize. Oh, was
We
it?
know.
We know. Okay, so
Because it's, what's his name?
Mikkel is in 1986.
He's like doing.
Doing.
He goes to his house. There's different people.
Young Ulrich opens the door. His young mom.
His young mom and dad. It's like Back to the Future.
Yes.
And he's Marty McFly.
He's Marty McFlying it now. Okay, so Mikkel is standing at the door with cuts on his face, still in the skeleton onesie. He walks into it's his old house. I mean, it's his house in the future, but now it's old.
He walks in.
No one fucking gets a new house in this town.
Or locks their doors.
But not only that, everyone stays in the same house. I mean, it's probably saves money for production, that's for sure.
Mama?
Oh, and he says mama. And what we are seeing right now is Ulrich's mom 30 years ago. She's the crazy lady with the pills.
With the open pills and the husband needs twine.
Who needs twine and has a bloody sweater. And she's sad watching the TV lying down because you know what? Her son Mads was just kidnapped.
Who are you?
Mikkel also has questions. Ulrich's mom says, who are you? Mikkel says, where are my parents? Now she's like saying, do you know where Mads is?
Now they're having an altercation.
She's crying. Sad. She's going to be crying like that for 33 years. This episode is called Past and Present.
Gestern und heute.
Oh,
okay.
People, things are about to get fucking cool. Okay, we're seeing a nurse. We haven't seen her face yet and she's in an old-timey nurse outfit. Like
now, nurses dress like they're on the go.
Yeah, they're like in modified, almost like sweats.
Yeah. Like army uniform. Yeah, you're right. With tennis shoes.
Do I look okay?
You look great.
Okay. You do too.
Oh, thank you.
Nurse walking, very purposeful. Her name is Inez. She turns around.
Doing.
What the fuck is that on her face? It's a fucking big ass mole. This is the young version of the old mole lady.
Who had the letter. Got the letter from the hanged guy.
Yeah, she has had this mole for quite some time.
Yes.
They are not into their appearance.
It's large, and she works in a hospital with doctors, probably even some dermatologists. Just saying that she should get that checked out. Maybe so.
A nurse who's an obvious bitch asks Inez to cover her shift because Inez doesn't have a family. Inez, you're a childless old hag with a big fucking mole that you're
a spinster.
You're an obvious mole having spinster. Can you work for me, a regular person with a husband and a child? And then Inez is like, you're a cunt. And the nurse meant, that's not what I meant. And Inez says, yeah, sure. A, that is what you meant. And B, yeah, I'll cover your fucking shift.
I'll do
it. Inez laughs, I hate you. Oh, don't tell Dr. Riemann. If I was Inez, I would tell Dr. Riemann, be my first.
Absolutely.
That's where I'm going next. Oh my God, it's a woman. Oh, I know who this is.
I do not.
Just a reminder, Jonathan has also seen this show before, but I know who this is.
Oh, what's that?
What's that? It's the lady who's plagued by noticing dead birds. Charlotte Doppler. We are on a shot of teenage Charlotte Doppler, the chief of police, finding yet another dead bird.
She finds a lot of dead birds.
I mean, There are a lot of dead birds in town. I don't know why nobody else picks up on that. But because she's a budding detective.
She's a sleuth.
She's the Nancy Drew. She's in her Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew.
She's German Nancy Drew. And she also picks them up, which I would not do.
No, don't touch that.
She's touching it and petting it. It's dead. She's taking it with, she's putting it in her fucking bag.
In her briefcase.
Oh, God.
No, that's not good.
Do you know how many things I've forgotten that I put in my bag?
I bet.
I mean, a sandwich smells bad.
But a dead bird.
That's very bad. Someone's listening to the news. The news is on the
86,
radio, letting us know it's
1986.
November 5th, 1986. Good. Talking about the mysterious disappearance of an 11-year-old boy.
Which is
Mads, who is Mikkel's
uncle.
Uncle.
Right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Mikkel's uncle.
Ulrich's brother.
Ulrich's brother. 4 weeks ago. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh.
Now we see a shot of, well, I don't remember his name. In 1986, he's the chief of police. I would just say right off the bat, not the cleverest of men. Who would play him in America? Ed Asner?
Yes.
Or like Gene Hackman?
John Goodman.
John Goodman. John Goodman
could play this guy. He's got an unsolved Rubik's Cube in front of him.
As if to say, you know what? These modern times are not for me.
He looks befuddled by everything.
Everything on his desk is confusing to old man.
Buttons, what's that noise?
The radio is telling us the circumstances are puzzling.
The phone is ringing.
The Wyndham police have been unable to find. This is like the radio is very passive aggressive, as if it's talking directly to this man, because it says they've been unable to find a single piece of useful evidence.
Nothing.
Tiedemann. There. And now we get his name because I forgot. Tiedemann. Oh, now someone's putting on lipstick as they drive. That's smart. Nice. This lady is very big. This is Regina's mother. Regina, hotel owner, never had a good day.
Her mom.
This is her mom. She's got blue eyeshadow. She's looking. Okay, in the back seat.
Oh God.
We see young Regina with very, very bad. Well, now it would be fashionable, but she has she has curly, unkempt hair, glasses, giant glasses. She's looking out the window, depressed.
She's not having a good day even in 1986.
The mom is saying, look at yourself. You look like a limp dish rag.
Thanks, Mom.
That's gonna, Regina's shrink is gonna hear all about this conversation.
I'm gonna carry that with me.
Now we're at high school and we're hearing this song, shout, shout, let it all out. Yeah.
A costumer's dream.
Yeah. Mikkel is there. He's like, figures, I've just been kicked out of my own house by a strange lady. Why don't I go to school and see how I fare there?
Just go to school. Who's at his age and they look similar.
Yeah, they look very similar.
Come on.
Now we're with three girls. Oh God. You know what I love about this? First of all, we have to take a moment to hats off to German casting directors.
So amazing.
Okay, because the girl who plays young blonde Starka, whose name is Katerina, it's not like they look exactly alike, but but they do look related, and the vibe, this is exactly who Katerina was.
It's uncanny. You just know.
And Mikkel comes in.
No, he's
Bist du alt wie der Wald?
Ach komm, Katharina, jetzt sei nicht so gemein.
Yeah.
Was
He
guckst
comes
du
up to the three
so? Hast du mich
girls
von bei Ulrich?
and Katerina goes, weren't you at Ulrich's
Ulrich's
place
place?
earlier? This is his mom as a teenager talking to him. He's having full-on Marty McFly, except in Back to the Future, the mom loves Michael J. Fox. And actually wants to fuck him.
Yeah, old in 86, he's very old.
Yeah, so he's not gonna be
Wilford
around.
Brimley,
Oh, fuck
that's
yeah.
who it is.
That's who it is.
Yeah.
Wilford Brimley. Wilford Brimley could play the police of Chalise, is
Yeah.
what I said. Okay, so Mikkel is talking to his mom as a teenager, another teenage girl who I'm not sure who it is, and a third teenage brunette girl who is somebody, but I don't want to say yet because I will blow it for you. He's
Ich suche meine Mama.
looking for his
Im
mama.
Kindergarten.
Oh,
Die steht im Oktober.
his literal mama says this is in kindergarten. And what is ironic is probably right now at whatever age she is, probably not her life's dream to become principal of this same high school.
But she does.
Regina's mom, oh, I remember her name. Of course I should remember her name.
It begins with a C.
Claudia. Oh, that's,
You know exactly who it is.
yeah. As Claudia is walking into the nuclear power plant, she runs into a young version of Helga. And if you want to know who Helga was, he was the old man in the rest home
In the PJs.
in the PJs, who is Charlotta Doppler's father-in-law,
In-law.
and he walked into the school board meeting in his pajamas saying, "It's happening again. I have to stop it. It's happening again." And he is identifiable always because his ear
Messed up.
is fucked up.
Casting has done it again.
Casting has done it
And
again.
you go, oh, that's that old guy.
Yeah, you know immediately. And he has a crappy job at the nuclear power
He's
plant.
like
I mean,
sweeping.
he's like not even, he's like sweeping in the rain. He's like cleaning the outside street, which is,
He's washing the parking lot.
yeah, the floor of the parking lot. Oh, he gives her a present.
He's giving her a present. She's like, oh, that's weird.
Okay, I gotta go back to cleaning the sidewalk. Not even the sidewalk, it's the road that
Yeah.
cars go on. He's
Oh.
scrubbing it. Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, let's go back because we've really sold Helga short because what he is scrubbing is not, I just thought
he
it was,
does. Yeah, he does have a job.
he does need to do this because in the cement is written the words "no future" in white paint. Ooh, Jesus Christ, there's a shot of dead cows.
But
There's a
like
shot of like 100.
100 dead cows.
100 dead cows.
And Mr. Brains, the chief of police, goes, a wolf?
Yeah, the chief of police thinks that a wolf
Killed
killed
100 sheep.
100 sheep. Okay, they're not cows, sheep, and didn't eat them, just left them there like it was a mean wolf. So stupid. Now he's asking, like, is that the owner of the sheep or just a
Probably.
passerby? Now he's saying, were they poisoned?
Poisoned?
Does this guy work for him?
Gestern sind sie noch rumgesprungen.
No, he's the sheep owner saying
Yeah,
yesterday
they
they
were
were as
fine.
lively as can be.
Hat sie früher nicht gegeben. Er tötete einfach 33
Who? Oh,
Schafe.
33 sheep.
33
Who would
sheep.
just kill 33 sheep?
33.
Wait, did everything happen 33 years ago or 36? 33.
33.
Okay,
86 to, I guess,
2019.
2019.
Yeah. Mrs. Tiedemann.
Und
Was
der
ist
nächste
du?
Tagesanzeiger ist da. Wegen dem Interview.
Oh, that guy's a big guy too.
Hier sind die Werte 86 und 85.
Okay, so some lady who I think is Mrs. Tiedemann, Claudia Tiedemann's secretary.
Yeah.
I will say right now, I know they work at a nuclear power plant, but she's dressed in like an outfit from the future. I mean, is that a uniform?
I
What the
don't
fuck
know.
is that? like a green,
It's
like,
like
it looks very
spaceman.
Soviet spaceman. Anyway, she says, Tranta,
You got a newspaper interview.
yeah, we know what that is, but I don't want to blow it.
No.
So he's here, he wants to talk to you, and here are the figures from 1986 and 1985 as you requested. And then the secretary waits to be told she's a good girl.
Und nochmal herzlichen Glückwunsch.
And now she's really milking it because she says they weren't easy to get a hold of, by the
Big
way.
stack.
And it's a big fucking book.
Sind Sie sicher, dass es die richtigen sind?
Claudia doesn't go, thank you. Oh, you know, sisterhood. She's like, are you sure these are the right figures? She doesn't give a fuck about this power plant worker. Uh-oh, somebody's typing something. They made a mistake.
Slowly.
Chief of police is typing the slowest
On an old
on
timey
an old-timey typewriter, and he makes a
And he
mistake.
makes a mistake.
And now, guess who
Oh
walks
my
in?
gosh.
It's Mikkel.
Mikkel walks into the police station.
Well, he's smart. First he goes to the high school because his mom's the principal. Then he goes to the police station where his dad is a
Is a
cop.
cop.
Chief of police says, what are you doing?
What are you doing here, lost, filthy child in a Halloween costume?
And Mikkel says, I'm looking for my dad.
Wie heißt er denn?
What's his name?
Ulrich Nielsen.
Ulrich Nielsen.
Ulrich nicht.
I got to tell you something, and it doesn't matter. I can tell you this. I know it. You don't know it. This chief of police, if there's one person in this town he does not like, it is Ulrich Nielsen.
Ulrich Nielsen. Der Ulrich
So he goes, Ulrich Nielsen, the Ulrich, like Ulrich Nielsen is the town bad boy, and he's already on Tiedemann's or whatever his name
Shit,
is. Now I've probably fucked up his name.
Arbeitet ihr nicht hier?
Doppler. No.
Das wird er bestimmt auch nie.
Huh.
In a twist of irony, Mikkel says, doesn't Ulrich Nielsen work here? Chief of police says, no, and I doubt he ever will.
Ach, das ist ein Witz. Ist das auf Ulrichs Mist gewachsen?
This guy who's the chief of police, who's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, thinks that it's a joke and that Ulrich is pulling a weird joke on him. Mikkel says, Mikkel,
The little kid.
this little child, who a budding magician, says the first smart thing. He's asking, what's the date?
5. November
5th of November.
Welches Jahr?
What year? 1986. This is who the newspaper reporter who wanted to see Claudia. His name is Tranta Nielsen. Oh, they're fucking. Tranta's like, you can't leave me hanging like this. He's going crazy at home. I do believe that this man is saying, I want to fuck you. I'm going crazy at home, where my wife is very upset that our son is missing. Like, this is Mad's father. This is blood on the sweater. And the first thing on his mind is, I miss you and I want to fuck you. I mean, if I was her, I'd be like, oh, who are you? I mean,
He passed this behavior on to his son.
yes, that's true.
He did.
Yes, because Ulrich
Ulrich's
also
got a-
cheats on his wife.
Yep.
Oh, someone's solving a Rubik. Oh, this is a funny bit.
Yes.
So we saw the Rubik's Cube on Dumkopf.
Chief
Dumkopf,
of police.
chief of police desk, that he was unsolved. Mikkel, who is from the future where they don't even do Rubik's Cubes, fixes it in, we
He's
shot of him, he's done. He's playing with a lighter. Oh, you
Now you gotta
pocket.
steal
I'm
it.
stealing the lighter.
Steal a cop's lighter.
That was smart though. He needs shit. Okay, Chief Dumkopf is trying to get up some stairs at Ulrich's house.
He's gotta get him. He's armed for bear.
Oh, is that Ulrich? I mean, he's like Schultz in Hogan's Hero.
He's like Schultz. He's very much like Schultz.
right?
Yeah, an elegant service.
Oh, they're doing
this house.
He's just like, I'm in the house now, man.
Got the record player.
All right, so we're in Ulrich's room. There's action, German action figures, which I didn't know they had in Germany like they
didn't
have
either.
here. I mean, I don't know if it's the same
They
people.
look weird. There's a guy just in a
With a-
red vest with a bird mask on his head
Oh my God, what superhero is that?
and white boots. That's
And
crazy.
white wrists. He's Chicken Man. He's playing a video game from the 80s. He is good
He is
looking.
will be surprised that this cop is walking into his room.
Oh, he turns off the music.
Den Junge, den du gefickt hast. Findest du das lustig?
Chief of police is going, that boy you sent, do you think that's funny? And Ulrich is like, what
What are
boy?
you talking about?
Welcher Junge?
Ich glaube ja nicht, dass du damit durchkommst.
Haben wir schon wieder gesoffen?
Ulrich is a little shit and he goes,
Yeah.
have you been drinking again? That maybe so, I guess the implication is he's not just stupid, he's drunk, or he's
drunk.
not stupid, he's drunk. I think he's stupid and drunk. What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah. Now his mom
Meine
walks
Mama ist
in.
ja schon wieder hier.
Herr Tiedemann.
Den neuesten Ermittlungsstand mitteilen. Es gibt nämlich neue Erkenntnisse.
Oh, fucking Ulrich really puts him on the
Ulrich is
spot.
just fucking with the chief
Yeah,
of police.
The chief of, he goes to his mom, Tiedemann is here because they have some updates. They've got some new information about the case and he knows.
Isn't that right?
Isn't that right, chief? Drunky drunk? In walks Claudia with her big folder of shit. She throws it on the old man's desk and says, were you trying to slip this past me? My guess is yes.
Ich hab dir gesagt, wenn's Leichen
She needs to know if there's skeletons in the closet.
Es gibt Dinge, die lohnt es sich zu wissen, und es gibt Dinge, die lohnt
He's
es sich
like,
nicht zu wissen.
there are things that are worth knowing and things that are not worth knowing.
Says the guy in Germany in '86 who
He's in a wheelchair.
probably was in the service.
That comes up a lot in this show.
Yeah, like,
They don't talk
Oh,
about that.
yeah, so he's in a wheelchair too.
They conveniently never go back to the 30s or 40s. They're doing an autopsy on the sheep.
On the sheet.
Eine Frau, die Leitung des AKW.
So we're getting some pipe out.
More pipe.
Chief Detective Lieutenant Tiedemann is Claudia Tiedemann's father. Tell me.
Alles durch ihrer plötzlichen Herztod.
A sudden, they had, all these sheeps had 33 sheep. 33 sheep had a heart attack.
Sudden cardiac arrest.
Kannst du dich mit Satanisten?
Now,
Brilliant. Wait, I know.
Tiedemann is like asking the medical examiner, do you know anything about Satanists? Even the fucking medical examiner is saying, no, Satanists make a big show out of that shit. Okay, so now Claudia Tiedemann, new fancy boss of the nuclear power plant, is wheeling the old wheelchair dude
Her
through the forest. Her
predecessor.
predecessor.
Was wir wissen, ist ein Tropfen.
He's
Was
saying,
wir
well,
nicht wissen, an uns ja.
he's very mysterious. He's handing her keys to a fence saying, what we know is a drop, what we don't
Oh.
know is an ocean. Are those seagulls?
Yeah,
What the fuck are seagulls doing here?
you don't know. You live near the ocean?
No, I'm in West Hollywood.
Oh.
So old wheelchair man is handing Claudia keys and a flashlight and
Or
her,
a
with
Geiger
a,
counter, maybe.
oh,
Now
Geiger
she's
counter.
gonna go into the gate.
the gate. Oh, it's a gate around. I mean, this is the other side of the gate, I guess.
It's a giant hole.
It's a giant hole in the ground. Get in there in your fancy.
What?
Is she? Wait a minute. Is that her?
That can't be.
Yeah, it is. So, okay, so Claudia Tiedemann is going down a hole with like a rappelling, like when people go spelunking in
A rope.
caves. A rope.
She's
In her fancy
in her
boss lady
yeah.
outfit.
going down the rope. There she goes,
There
in her
she-
high heels.
In her high heels. She did
No,
not,
it's a flashlight.
it's a flashlight. She's looking around out of breath like I would be.
Well, that old man in the wheelchair didn't used to do
How
this.
the fuck is she gonna get out? Could you climb up a rope like that?
No.
I would be living down there. So Inez is bandaging up Mikkel. She's handing him something to
Magazine.
read. You know what Mikkel says? I come from the future. Inez is like, what? Inez is like,
Pushing on her.
Inez looks at the comic book that she just gave Mikkel. And you know what the title of the comic book is? Captain Future.
Captain Future.
So
Comics.
now she thinks, oh, he must have just looked at the title of the comic book and he's making shit up. We're back at Claudia walking through the whole cave
In her business
in her
suit.
business suit.
Uh-oh.
There's barrels. There's yellow barrels with hazardous triangles on them.
Nuclear waste.
Nuclear waste
In a
under
cave.
under the ground.
He's in the meadow.
He's in the meadow.
A Satanist.
Oh, something hits him in the
Something
head.
hits him.
You know what it is? Dead bird.
Dead bird.
Get out of there, because I don't think that's your first dead bird. It's fucking raining dead
He
birds.
knocked his hat off. Well, go
Run
to the
away!
car.
Oh, your fat ass back to the
Get in
car.
the car. Boy,
Yeah.
somebody needs a drink.
Mikkel is in the hospital. The lights are flickering on.
Nobody knows what's
Everyone's running
happening.
around. He opens the curtains.
He's out of there.
fucking leaving the hospital. Ulrich is sitting at the bus stop smoking a cigarette. Oh,
What?
we're gonna find out who that
Oh.
brunette is. Okay, so Ulrich is sitting at a bus stop. Young Hannah, AKA Troublemaker, AKA his future side piece.
AKA mother of.
Yeah, a mother of Jonas.
Yeah.
Jonas rides up on her bicycle to sit next to teenage Ulrich. Mikkel is running through the woods to go back to the cave so he can go home.
Yeah, this kid is smart.
Yeah, well, he's the only smart one. He's got the lighter that he
lighter,
stole from the police
Which he
chief.
needs. He's so smart.
He is smart. Now we have a montage. Okay, now we do
Split
a
screen.
very cool, like, hey, people watching at home, this is who everybody is.
There's young.
So we have
Inez.
young Inez, mole nurse, side by side with old Inez,
Split screen.
split screen, as she looks at the wooden box in which the letter
Letter.
came. Oh, that's Tranta,
It's
the newspaper
Tranta.
reporter. He's in his car by the, and we see young Tranta and old
Old
Tranta.
Tranta.
Old Tranta is twine at midnight,
Blood on the sweater.
blood on the
man.
sweater man. Now we see Claudia in her car. She picks up, oh, the gift that Helga gave her.
She got out of that hole.
Yeah, she slipped out of that hole. I think I know what this book is.
Yep, here it is.
Okay, this is a book by H.G. Tannhaus called A Journey Through Time. Now we see young Regina looking in the mirror, putting on lipstick. I think this is,
Combed her hair.
she looks like this is her big, they always have girls go through this big transformation moment. I'm gonna be pretty now.
Yeah.
I took off my
It's like
glasses.
In one day.
One
it's like,
day I
oh,
go
I
from-
get it.
I better get my shit together if I'm ever gonna get laid or something.
Grown up Charlotte.
Charlotte surrounded
she's
by
finding
dead birds.
too.
1986. Okay, we got both Charlottes.
You gotta see this. I mean,
Well, we're gonna put it next to
it's
us.
a limited gene pool, and these people are like,
You cannot believe how much these people look like, but you're gonna see it because we're gonna put it up. But they also did the thing like, here, you and me do it.
what?
Well, we're side by side
Yeah.
and we go, we look up at the same time. No,
Right, do it.
1, 2, 3. He's looking at the empty bed of his
His
brother.
brother.
Oh, and now we have,
Oh.
young, this casting is fucking
Yeah,
unbelievable.
you gotta see these two.
These two, I looked up to see if they were related. That's how, when the first time we watched this and this shit happened, I was like, I can't fucking believe it. I mean, maybe everyone in German looks like somebody else because they have doppelgangers.
They're the only country with a word in their language for doppelganger.
Oh,
He's
Ulrich's going into the
woods.
cave with a crowbar
And
and
a
a flashlight, smart. Mikkel
Mikkel.
with his lighter in the cave in 1986.
Just wandering around.
Ulrich going up to the nuclear door. He wants to get through this door. That's why he's got his crowbar. He thinks his son is behind the door. Poor little Mikkel fell down a hole.
He's hurt his
Now
leg.
his leg is all fucked up. Now he's banging the door.
Hallo?
And guess who can hear the banging?
Guess who can hear?
Through 33 years of time, Mikkel hears the banging and he says, hello.
Hello.
He says,
help.
help. And Ulrich hears it.
Ulrich, his father,
His father hears him through 33 years of time in this cave, time cave, vagina time cave. Now they have a side-by-side of the vagina time cave, and Mikkel is coming out of his side while Ulrich is coming out of his side. And now they sit facing each other. This is a great fucking shot.
As if they could.
As if they could see each other.
Now that's the same exact place.
Yeah, but 33 years split. We're seeing Tannhaus, who fixes clocks.
He fixes clocks.
The scientist who wrote the book, A Journey Through Time. And what is he working on? The machine that the bearded man who's staying in Regina's hotel.
Yes.
From the last episode, he has his own steampunk machine
In a suitcase.
in a suitcase. He turns it on and it works. Well, I mean, it's moving. We don't know what it, we don't know what it does yet. That's it.
That's it.